Hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series, and you just catch me, yep, totally not prepared, building the roof. So as I promised on the last week actually, this week we are going to be working on the roof concept and kind of expanding it and probably finishing it. So I'm already getting some snow here, which is going to be the way that how we are going to then convert all the proper roof into with the snow. So that's going to be something else. And of course, we're going to need a lot of string for covering the roof. That's also something that we need to do. But yeah, this is kind of what I have already. So actually, let me show you with the camera all the things that I have been marked out. So in this case, we got all the shape in this case. And I really like this type of slopes because they start really slowly going up and then they go way farther and farther ahead. And you can use this depending on the size that you have and the type of blocks that you are going to use. So for example, I just go 2 slabs here, which is going to be the starting point, then 2 slabs, but kind of a going one half a block each. Then we got 2 stairs, so we are always progressing in numbers of 2, and then we go with 2 vertical slabs, which are actually mirroring this other one. And then we just finish with the 2 kind of a block in this case. I could try to do, you can picture like this is actually like 2 half vertical slabs there, so it's just the full block. And then we just do the same on the other side, and then we got this perfect shape. Also, I got this on the side of the tree, and again, being true to the core design, we are not removing any type of leaf. So for example, oh, I believe in this almost doesn't touch with anyone. And then of course we got this sloped one, which is on a little bit of a diagonal because of how slanted is the roof. So yeah, it's looking really well. And then of course we added the top part, and this is the one that I want to finish because at the first or at the last week I told you that I wanted to be centered in the middle of the door. But if we go up here, we are going to be missing like 4 blocks on this side. While how I have it right now, which is 2 blocks on this edge, is actually centered from this angle. So I'm going to finish it this part, and then we are going to see how it looks. It shouldn't be that off, because if you look it like in an angle, and most of my temple is designed to be looked at an angle, and the angle is actually the same following this line. So if we do like the same line here, this is line up. So if we really want to enhance this part, what I need to do is add some type of building or something on this side that is going to allow you to go here and pretty much get this view. And also, as you can see, this project is requiring a lot of resources, so now everything is coming together because, yeah, I'm running low on deep slate. I require more of the vertical slabs and more also of the next slabs, but actually I consume all of my deep slate so far. And I got 512 here, so now we are going to activate the generator, and just we are going to wait here to see like this number going up. So it's kind of really cool, and this is the main reason why I don't like hoarding, because when you got hoarding items, yeah, you can get everything, but you never see like your generators or you never interact with your farms. Well, in this case, it's really cool. It's really satisfying to know that I can engage a farm that is going to start producing all the blocks that I require, and then I just get one stack, convert them into the slabs, and that's going to be it. So I think it's just a small take, but to me it's really important because the whole experience is better. And the thing is, if you are requiring kind of the materials now, yep, keep your farm running. But if not, it's really cool to actually come here, activate your farm, and just see how you get the materials. So I really love that. So that's going to be it for now. If I require another stack, I'm going to be crafting it. And we should keep going with this. Like that, we got the roof part on this side done. So let me clear this first. And then we are going to look at the roof with the chachi also there, which is called in traditional kind of buildings that you can see in the internet over castles and stuff is the chachi hoko, which is like a carpet animal or kind of like a carp with the dragon with a dragon head. It's a mythical animal, of course, and usually goes in pairs with a male and a female one, and they are intended to represent the power of the water to control the fires, because the roof and these type of decorations and pretty much everything in uh, Japanese building were made of wood. So in this case, of course, we got more of the styled one, which is more metallic or clay if you want. But in this case, it's still the same style. And I usually like to actually extend them a little bit more, like the horns of a beetle. That way it looks more similar to a kabuto than a chachin itself. So yeah, that's my kind of own style. But the cool thing about this one is I want you to notice that it's got the first addition of the blues. And the blues we know so far is the color of the tenos. So I'm going to start delving more with the blues just on the top part here. And probably we are going to do another one here. But since this is going to be on this kind of a main entrance of the temple, probably I want to have it more decorated. I'm still not sure. And then we are going to start transitioning for that type of bluish. Look, Boran is here. Into this whole um, kind of a crane here also. So I'm totally sold already on the idea of changing this with the blue for two main reasons. First one is going to connect better with the roof of the temple, and also is going to connect better this small decoration. But the second one is, I believe, is going to connect way better with the mountain in the background, and also with the kind of a foreground here, which is this type of biome. So I believe it's actually really good to have it in blue, but it's going to be bluish, and I don't know if I'm going to keep the white or if I'm going to change totally into this color scheme, which is probably what I should do. Something similar like the scorched one, but in this case we can use um, it was something with the black tone, I believe. Yep, we can use this, the twisting one. So it's going to be bluish and more like light bluish. So that's kind of my whole plan, and I believe it's going to be worth it on the long run. So yeah, this is what we have done already. Now we just need to do the same for this roof and extend it all the way over there, probably all the way over here, and then we need to connect these two kind of a structure, but probably it's going to be like a more of a rough edge like that. So more building, I will be right back. Just like that, we have done the roof. So yeah, let's look at that. So over here we got the light parts, and of course I talk about the rules. One got behind, then they are kind of connected. Over here they are just close or kind of in close proximity to each other, and then on the top part they are really kind of spread out. And this is mainly because I want to add more whitish part here, so essentially either way I'm going to remove like big slate of that. Remember that the last step is going to be snowing out the roof, pretty much everything that we can here. So that's why I didn't went too crazy with the detail. The same on this other side, as you can see now, it's everything connected. Of course, we need to decorate like the walls or something. We want to give these guys some type of textures or whatsoever. But so far it's this, and in this side, I'm having the ladder, which maybe I'm going to move, maybe I don't. I need to see how this looks after all, because that looks weird. Another option is just kind of covering this side, but to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, so for now we are just going to keep it like that. And then of course we got this other side here with the roof, and you can see already like snow is piling up. Actually, this side tends to be super snowy for some reason. And of course we are going to change some of these ones because this is the bottom side slab, so that's why I wanted to have the snow as an idea for when we are going to add properly snow blocks and when we are just going to replace the blocks. But yeah, this is the whole roof, and I really love this part, how it's integrated with the tree in itself. So actually, if we look with the camera, you can see like the different type of leaves are in between the roof. And the only part missing right now from this is actually doing the inner parts, doing the Sachifoko over here, which is probably going to be something more fancy. I want it to be a little bit bigger than that, you know? So this is going to be like the biggest temple whatsoever, and then the other one we are going to hide it over here, and it's going to be pretty much occluded behind of the leaves or something. So that's going to be interesting. But overall, I'm really digging this one. I'm really loving it. And the other thing is we just need to do the interior. And of course, I need to remove that part. So yeah, big progress over here. This has been pretty much my whole week. So let me rest and let me see if on the last stream we can do something else because I'm toast. So yeah, see you there. Ooh, a living one. That kind of sucks. And this is the portal room. So going to take these ones. And that's it. I'm just kind of in range of saving right now, so we are fine. Hey, who's here? Oh, I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! So another of the things that I was doing this week was actually replacing all of my trapdoors with these copycat panels. And the reason is pretty much simple, because whenever I get people over here in my base, just because they want to annoy me, they started doing this, and of course this is super annoying, so not anymore. Not anymore. Because now what I'm doing is actually replacing all of them with copycat panels, but these come with a catch-up because it's not so easy. You would say, oh, then I just place another one and yep, this is not working because you can see I like this style on the ledge on the top part and then on the bottom part. So for example, here that we got the trapdoor, you can have the trapdoors kind of extending this a little bit more, but over here you can't do that because it doesn't matter where you try to place this trapdoor, it's just kind of taking the notion of the most closest one, which in this case the top one, and it's trying to actually being the same. So in this case we need to be a little bit more tricky, and what I have managed to do is actually break the block below, destroy that block, break this copycat panel, place the trapdoor over there, replace that copycat, and then I just can easily doing that, because if I try to do the same on the other side, yeah, this happened. So this long process is what I need to do for pretty much every single block around the base now. So we need to do all of the bottom side and all over here, and yep, as I told you, people were flicking my trapdoors. And over here also, and here, and finally up to there. So it's a lot of more work, but I already did all of the replacements on the top part. All of them, actually, you are going to see there all of these copycat panels, and also starting to working on the inner part of the roof. So yeah, a lot more of work, so I will be right back when I finish this. And another of the things that we managed to make this week is actually brand new gear. So we collected this new helmet. So changing it with that, you can see the difference. These ones got a little bit of less ability power. In overall, it's like the same armor. We are having more mana. And of course, we are gaining the extra soul chain, which is something that I really like. And we are trading that for a little bit of poison avoidance because I don't care about the cooldown. So that is kind of one of the things that we had, and the other one is something that I tried to complete over the streams, but actually I couldn't because I got some issues with my audio. It was super messed up because I needed to change my port where I use my external sound card, because work I needed to transfer stuff on that, which is the super fast one, and sadly it kind of break everything. But I managed to make everything back, so you probably are not going to be able to see any difference or hear any difference. And we made this upgrade from 12.5% copiously to 100 from 1 reach to 2 reach, from 51.5 mining speed, which is kind of what we need, to 52, which is a more close number, from 1 hammering to 2 hammering, and from 677 durability to 4000 durability plus soulbound. After the picking, the trap design, rarity, vanilla, and quantity are stuff that, to be honest, I don't care about. And right now we are in the middle of the second part, which is actually crafting the new sickle, which is, as you can see, also going to be a new hammer. I just kind of started to lay out everything else. As you can see, I just want to have these tools not to be the most efficient one, but to be the most comfortable to use. That means I'm going to have all of them organized the same as this one, mining speed, reach, and also it's like a cool gradient in terms of the color. So that's another thing that is cool to look at least up to the trap disarmed or up to the picking, because after that, all of the other ones are like extra garbage stuff that I don't care about, so I don't look at them. And for the tool, in this case, it's like the +1 hammer size, all the affinities, and then 100% trap disarm chance, and also the soulbound. And I already have 225 left, mainly because the 15 is for the hammer. So now I want to stack either more trap disarm chance, more mining speed, or more quantity. But the most important one is going to be the rarity. And that is because I really need more inscriptions. Right now I got 0 inscriptions there, only 7 here, and as you can see, I spent all my bronze. I'm going to start actually moving all of the one from there over here, because I'm going to try to craft new jewels, and I'm pretty much going to use all of my money into this hand and this other side, so we are going to get better jewels. And for the copiously one, for this hammer, I kind of forget that I got this ability to grab jewels, so it's not the best one, but I'm still kind of learning. And the next one, I'm going to go kind of a super ham for crafting the perfect tool on level 100. So even if I can unlock this one on the second one on 90, considering the materials that this is going to require, and also probably the max unlocker tier on the jewels, after that and also consider that on 90 to 100 is the same kind of a time or amount of XP and everything that you need to use, which is from 0 to 90. So it's kind of playing the game twice in terms of the XP. So considering that took like a couple of months, I would say, this is like the 9 weeks, so more than 2 months. Probably that's really farther away, but it's still my goal to reach 100. So it's not that bad necessarily, but for crafting the perfect jewel, we are going to still collect more of these and actually being able to craft way more gems for getting the perfect one. So that's going to be another thing that I will be doing off camera, because again, I ran out of time on the streams and we only managed to complete one. But the last thing here is a little bit of a personal project, which is improving the generation of stuff into my base. So I unlocked, actually, I can show you here, I unlocked the phytogenic insulator, which I already show you, but since I already have the thermal, I crafted the pulverizer. And the cool thing about the pulverizer is with this, you can craft the gravel via pulverizer. So you can get, where is the cobble? Come on, show me the cobble. Any type of cobblestone into gravel, and also you can get it into sand, but in this case specifically, you can also use the sand or the gravel into sand. And I can use the flint, which is also cool because these can be getting from the same cobblestone or the same gravel or the same cobblestone. So the cool thing is like renewable. So I'm collecting the flint here, and when I need to create gravel or sand, I just throw in this chest all of the cobblestone. They are going to be put via the hopper that is the hopper that is right here into the pulverizer. And as you can see, I configure this size to be an input. This is something that you can do with the thermal configuration screen, which is really good. And right now you can see like we have 1,000 stacks or 1,000 total gravel, 800 from the sand, and 763 from the cobblestone. But also, since I have my generators, you can see like I got A32 on the stone, 976 on the smooth one, and also A50 on the black stone, A50 on the basalt, and of course, where is my, oh here, A34 on the cobalt deep plate. So yeah, and of course the last but not the least thing is this cool side now, because I wanted to have a thing to move up and down. I talk about this a lot, especially on the stream, and Toyman came kind of with the idea of using the elevator, going for the next floor, but then I realized, you know what, I can use the same idea and occlude the, or hide the block, instead of in a lamp or something like that, just being like lit. And also they provide the small particles, which I really like, that small each ones like there and here every so often. So it's not bad. And if you think about it, it's kind of a makes sense, because I just need to extend that cherry tree a little bit more over here, and then you're going to say like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, like the leaves are going to be here. So maybe I could add a new window or something on this side, or I just can have like the leaves here. I don't know yet, but that's going to be decoration for way later on. But so far I like it. It's not super intrusive. And also I'm using the bone meal and all the other stuff that we have over here for growing my veggies. So as you can see, I got like everything more on 500. So right now I'm growing the azaleas. Oopsie, wrong one. So I just throw the bone meal, I just throw the azaleas, and the extra one I keep it here. So I get this bone meal from some of the features, but also from this withered bone. And this withered bone is the drop from the withered skeleton. The cool thing about this is you can use it for creating 3 bone meal, which is like a really OP recipe, to be honest. You can also convert it into bones, which I guess it's only useful if you are going to need them for crafting things like these ones, because otherwise it's just like the same one for 3, so you rather go with the bone or the bone meal. But yeah, a lot of a small improvement, but really good in terms of quality of life. And now I'm going to keep writing for my gear. So yeah, if you're interested in stuff like this, feel free to drop by on my Twitch, because we are going to keeping or increasing the pace for going into the vault. I want to reach level 85. We are getting closer to 90, and of course then 100. So see you there.